Good morning. Good morning. Hey, y'all. Still working. Good morning. Whew. Hey, y'all. Let's get to this week's announcements. I am so excited that we are leading into the 31st commemoration of the Ma'afa, reclaiming the village. We will be joining the St. Paul's Community Baptist Church. If you have not already liked this live stream, please like it and then share. If you've not already liked, please like it and then share. Sharing is, I'm learning, in the digital world, and commenting show engagement. So do that as we are attempting to increase our reach as the book is in production and wanting to do all of the things. Ashe. Ashe. I paused because I just got a mutual aid request. It's really hard out here, friends. Let me finish this and I will get to that, Ashe. We are headed to New York next week, not this week coming, but the following week. And so we will be observing the 31st Ma'afa commemoration. So on next Sunday, the 21st, PRC will be joining the live worship with St. Paul's Community Baptist Church. And I'm so excited because my good sis, the Reverend Dr. Pastor Anika Wilson Brown, will be preaching. And so you will join PRC by joining the St. Paul Community Baptist Church live stream. That's where I will be. I will be there. I don't know. Sometimes I sit there and go live, even though they have a YouTube page where you can get and jump in the chat. But I know that some of you like to chat with me. So if I will probably only stream Pastor Wilson's sermon, but you can watch the entire service on YouTube. I'm super excited. I am so excited, y'all. I'm super excited. So we will be joining in, and I will be there front and center to support our sister. And then throughout the week, I'm not putting these days in order, but throughout the week we will be joined by so many thinkers and conversation partners and mystics and historians historians and artists and chefs, and naturopath doctors and educators, and students. Shout out to Wake Forest University School of Divinity. Shout out to McCormick Theological Seminary, as our students will join together in a course that I am teaching called Insurgent Methodologies for Transformative Proclamation. And I am so excited. My colleagues and comrades, Doctors Ebony Only and Marcus Small, are also teaching a course on trauma-informed responses for care, and that is open. That their course is open to the community. My course is only open to the registered seminarians. And then there's also the Ma'afa production. That is, I believe, Sunday, Monday. I shouldn't have tried this. Sunday, Monday, Thursday, and Friday. I think I got it right. But just go to their website. I'm sure one of the Digi Deacons has posted the link to the website where you can register. Registration is open and there is no cost for registration. There is a cost if you want to see the production, but there is no cost for registration. You can also watch the morning plenary sessions, only. You can watch them by registering, and you will receive later this week or probably next week a Zoom link. So shout out to Wednesday. Y'all see it on there. You see my man. I'm super excited to be. This is not of course we are in ministry together, so this is not the first time we have done ministry together. I mean, ministry in term, well, I'm just excited, let me just say that, period. That we'll be doing this work together. So shout out to all of the people. And then on Wednesday, the proclaimer is the Reverend Dr. Bill Lamar. Shout out to Bill. And then on Sunday, my good sis, the Reverend Dr. Madam President Maisha Handy, president of McCormick Theological Seminary. So, I mean, where are you going to be? Where are you going to be? Hold on. Where are you going to be? Where are you going to be? I hope there. Ashe. Also, if you would like to join our subscription community called The Clearing, where we go directly after the Pink Robe Chronicles, we go to a private Zoom and we talk back to the text. We talk to each other, but we talk back to the text. We have engagement around what we've just heard. We ask in-depth questions of the text, of each other, of ourselves. It is usually an additional 90 minutes after listening to PRC. It is a commitment. It is also an offering. It is $30 a month, like many of the subscriptions you have right now. It is a subscription to the community. So if you want to join us, just go ahead. I've dropped the link, and I've dropped the link under my name, Melva Sampson, on both YouTube and on Facebook. Just scroll up to The Clearing. Yes, you can stop your subscription at any time if you're like, hey, this isn't what I thought it was. I want out. No problem. Just let me know. And you can also ride with us for as long as you want to too. No worries. But if you join today, just drop me either an email at pinkrobechronicles@gmail.com, pinkrobechronicles@gmail.com, or shoot me an inbox on Facebook. Let me know that you have joined so I can cross-check it in Stripe and get you the link so that you could join us live in the conversation. If you say, but I can't come live today, or usually most Sundays, you get the recordings. I send the recordings anywhere between Monday and Wednesday, and I'm just realizing I forgot to send the one in transparency last week. It's been a week, y'all. We are college touring, in the midst of college touring, in the midst of writing college application essays. It's a lot going on. Teaching, it's a lot going on in my world. So please give me grace. Have patience with me. I'm trying to manage it. I'm trying to hold it all together. And I know that I don't need to hold it all together alone, but sometimes it's hard to, when people ask you what you need, it's really hard to kind of delegate what you need, because so much of what you do lives in you. And so I got to work on getting it out of me so that it can live in others. Ashe, thank you. This is the JT combo, Maryland. JT from the City Girls. chestnut lip liner from MAC. And then I forget what the color is. It's a pink, but it's JT's color. It's matte. And then a little MAC lip gloss on top of it. So, Ashe. Let's get to... there is a need for, that's why I paused early, because I literally just got this. It just came through. Good Sunday. I'm a member of the Pink Robe Chronicles, and I have a mutual aid request for $200. I started a new job on September 8th. My first pay is on September 26th. I need the money for my cell phone bill, food, and transportation expenses to and from work. I have Venmo and Chime. Thank you and the community for any and all help that you are able to provide. I'm going to put their information right here in the chat because they listed it. So I'm going to put it here. Listen, Tanya Denise, you know the chestnut pencil never misses. It never misses. I'm going to put their... Oh, wait. Okay. Wait. This is Venmo. Oh, shoot. Wait a minute, y'all. This is what I've been needing help with, this part right here. This is the part right here that gets a little... Oh, hold on. Wait a minute, y'all. I do have the lip combo. I brought it right down here. Let me get... This is Snob. Little chestnut pencil. But then, though, of course, here's the lip gloss. This is not a paid thing. But what I do love is a little Fenty cream. And if you put that right there, get into it. This by Fenty is called Bubble Binge. Fenty. Okay, let's get back to helping our good sis here. I needed to write down. Hold on, y'all. So if you have Venmo, you can send it directly to Geneen, Geneen. I'm going to type it in, dash Marbury, Marbury. And then I don't have Chime. I'm not sure I know what that is, but I'm going to put it in here. Hold on. Okay. All right. Uh-oh, shoot. Wait a minute. Cancel. Let me get out. Okay. All right. So, Venmo is GENNEEN-MARBURY. And then Chime is YOGI, Yogi Queen G. Okay. Let me put it over here on sugar. Hold on. I'm going to put it over here on YouTube also for the siblings that are able to assist. Paste. Hit return. Did I say that out loud? I did. Okay, this is to assist a community member who just started a new job, who is a community member here in PRC, who's waiting on their first paycheck. I know how that is. I know some of you know how it is. Seems like the longest 2 weeks, and is just needing assistance with $200 to float her to the to to her next check, which comes on the 26th, requesting mutual aid assistance for $200. I have placed all of her info here. If you are able, hit her up on Venmo at Janine-Marberry or on Chime and $ Yogi Queen G. If you are able to be of assistance, please do so. Ashe, Ashe. Let's get into it. This morning's text is coming from Exodus. I'm also a little sleepy, y'all. I was out dancing. Shout out to Eureka. Philippe. Is it Philippe or Felipe? Shout out to you, Eureka, who had a triple Kinsey. She turned 45 on yesterday. And because she never had a Kinsey, she had a Kinsey on yesterday. And she had our bomb DJ from the One Love Festival, DJ SK. And let me just tell you, I am, in the words of Fannie Mae, Fantasia on the Boots on the Ground remix, I am never here for a long time, but I'm always here for a good time. I come in the room, especially if the DJ is on, I come in with a bop. I'm coming in with a bop. You better know it. I mean, from the time I stepped on the floor, and y'all remember I was practicing all them line dances at the top of the year, and I told y'all, meet me outside because I'm going to be outside. Baby, why was they playing all of them? And I was like, slide to the left, slide. I was getting it, y'all. I was getting it. Anyway, we had an amazing time. I love all the lip combos that y'all putting down in here. I love it. Keep doing it. Shout out to Candace Bimbo, Red Lip Theology. We doing a little lip theology here this morning. Ashe, let's get into it. Let's go to Exodus. Exodus. Exodus 1. This is where I wish I could share. I could if I would. I don't feel like reading all this. I'm in a way this morning. I'm just being my authentic self. I'm being my soul. As we say, I want you, and my wig is itching. It was a good night. Amen. Come back, Melva. Come back. Exodus chapter 1. Beginning with verse 15. I'm going to start at verse 15. I encourage you to read the entire chapter, but I'm going to start with verse 15. The king of Egypt said to the Hebrew midwives, whose names were Shiphrah and Puah, when you are helping the Hebrew women during childbirth on the delivery stool, if you see the baby is a boy, kill him. But if it's a girl, let her live. The midwives, however, feared God and did not do what the king of Egypt had told them to do. They let the boys live. And then the king of Egypt summoned the midwives and asked them, why have you done this? Why have you let the boys live? The midwives answered the Pharaoh, Hebrew women are not like Egyptian women. They are vigorous and give birth before the midwives arrive. So God was kind to the midwives, and the people increased and became even more numerous. And because the midwives feared God, he gave them families of their own. And then Pharaoh gave his order to all his people, every Hebrew boy that is born, you must throw into the Nile, but let every girl live. The word for the people. Thanks be to God. Little musing this morning. I want you to consider, let's meditate from the title, Don't Forget the Mission. Don't forget the mission. Somebody just type, don't forget the mission. High five emojis. Don't forget the mission. Thank you. Let me tell you something. Here we got the baddest DigiDeacons, the most capable. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Don't forget the mission. I hear a little hum in the spirit this morning. A buzz in the virtual sanctuary. Ashe, a reminder that God still speaks through the smallest of creatures. Listen, yesterday I was on campus. I was listening to some presentations from, we work with a group. I'm being vague intentionally because in these days and this moment, these days and times, we need to be careful in our attempt to. I see you on YouTube and on Facebook typing it in. We really need to be mindful of how we name people, and we need to think twice about the ways that we are sharing what people, how we are sharing publicly what people do and how they do, to just create layers of protection around institutions, around institutional efforts, and around people. Sorry, y'all, this wig is itching. So I am being vague intentionally. However, I am about to shout out the name of this student because it is a form of citation. So I was on campus yesterday and I was making some copies. Shout out to this professor because I was making a copy of a chapter of a book for one of our courses so that I can put it in a PDF. And probably shouldn't have said that on live stream. So I could put it in a PDF so that the folks can have access. Just trying to make sure that folks have what they need, Ashe. And while I was there, one of our students, a first year student, so here's your shout out and here's the citation. Our student, our Wake Div first year student, brother Alfred Shirley. Shout out to you, Alfred. First year from Norfolk, Virginia. Shout out to you, Norfolk State alum. Shout out to you. Alfred is a master gardener as well as a master beekeeper. And so while I was in the copy room, Alfred and Alfred started teaching me, Ashe, with Alfred's bright-eyed and spirit-filled self, sat me down and schooled me about bees. Listen, and I have not been right since, okay? Schooled me, right? Alfred helped me to see the bees as teachers. So most of what I'm about to share, just let the whole sermon be a citation of Alfred's teaching. Ashe. Again, shout out to you, first year Wake Div student Alfred Shirley, for the inspiration of this sermon and for the text itself of this sermon. I am citing you, Ashe. So Alfred says this about the bees as teachers. He said, everybody knows the queen. Come through. Everybody knows the queen, but not everybody knows the workers and the drones. Oh my. Oh my. Everybody knows the queen, but not everybody knows the workers. Alfred said that 98% of the hive are female. 98% of the hive are female. And that, I said, well, what does that mean? He said, that means that 98% are clones of the queen. Y'all don't hear me. Why are they clones of the queen, Alfred? Because they carry the mission of the queen in their DNA. Woo, Jesus. From the moment they are born, they know their work. From the moment they are born, they know their work. And they don't waste time. They pollinate, they reproduce, they protect, and when necessary, they remove what threatens the hive. And I said, my Lord, doesn't that sound like the testimony of Black women? Doesn't that sound like the witness of our mothers and grandmothers, our midwives and freedom fighters? Listen, Natasha, if you could find that surah, the surah in the Quran called the Bee, see if is there all of our Qurans might be on campus. Look down on that bottom shelf over there, the one behind you. See if there's a Quran back there. If not, it's on campus on the very bottom. You don't see it? Okay. If somebody could find that surah and just send it to me so that I could grab it. And maybe what matter of fact, we'll hit it in the clearing. We'll hit it in the clearing. Ashe, we'll hit it in the clearing. Doesn't that sound like black women? Like the witness of our mothers and grandmothers, our midwives, and our freedom fighters? In Exodus chapter 1, the top part that I didn't read, Joseph and his brothers, they died, but the children of Israel were fruitful. They were multiplying. They were filling the land. Then a new Pharaoh rose up who did not know Joseph. And beloved, whenever empire forgets who we are, it always fears who we are becoming. Come on, Francis. Thank you. Surah 16. I love us. I love us. Let me get it. Hold on. Because that could be the other title, Remove the Threat. But hold on. Whenever empire forgets who we are, it always fears who we are becoming. The Pharaoh looked out and said, these people are growing too fast. They are too many. They are too strong. And so Pharaoh devised a strategy. Let's oppress them. Let's break their backs with labor. And if that doesn't work, let's control their wombs. Oh, my. Enter Shiphrah and Puah, two Hebrew midwives. Their life's mission was to catch babies, to bring new life through the narrow passage into this side of time. But Pharaoh ordered them to betray their mission, and he commanded, when you see a Hebrew boy child, kill him. Imagine the violence of that decree. Imagine being told to weaponize your sacred gift. Imagine being told to destroy the very people you were born to protect. Let's do a womanist reading on this. From a womanist lens, this is about more than two women in ancient Egypt. This is about every black woman today who has been told by empire to betray her brilliance, to conform her calling, to shrink her vision, to use her gifts against her own people. Oh my. Just like Pharaoh commanded Shiphrah and Puah, today's systems demand that we kill our own, kill our joy by overworking, kill our brilliance by making us tokens in institutions. Kill our trust by suggesting that the only way forward is through empire's handouts. These are Pharaoh's commands dressed up in new clothes. And don't we see this today? The pharaohs of this age are still afraid of the multiplying. They fear the immigrant family that keeps growing despite hostile borders. They fear the LGBTQIA plus sibling who dares to live out loud. They fear the unhoused who still find joy even under bridges. They fear the working class who demand wages worthy of their labor. And they fear us, black women, period. They fear our diligence. They fear our ingenuity. They fear our mission. They fear our determination. They fear our intellectual capacity. They fear our aesthetic. Listen, and sometimes the fear, Rugsy, is wrapped in fun. So let me put some of y'all white folks on notice. Oh, I love your glasses. Those are so fun. Oh my God, Melva, your hair is so fun. Nothing about me is fun. Yeah. Nothing about my aesthetic is fun. No jokes have been told, so there's no reason to use the word fun. So fun. So fun. It's just so fun. Like you're an ornament hanging. Like you're something to be touched and, oh my God, it's just so fun. Oh my God, your earrings, they're so fun. They fear this, and so they fear our creativity. And so they try to kill us softly. Killing me softly. They try to kill us softly with exhaustion, with exploitation, with tokenization, with the lie that we are only valuable when empire opens its doors. This week we visited UNC Chapel Hill, and we stopped by the Stone Center, where my good friend is the director. And there was a huge picture of Professor Stone, a mural of her that was just stunning. And the student, shout out to you, student Sam, who gave us the tour, shared with us that Professor Stone had transitioned. We found it already, Akila, thank you, had transitioned. And before he could move on, I said, let me guess, from cancer. He said, yeah, she was only 51. And then I started to think of many Black women. There's one I'm thinking about whose name I cannot remember, but I see her face. Many Black women in the academy who have died from cancer while doing their work on the mission. Katie, Geneva Cannon, Yolanda Smith, brothers James Howe Cone, and Professor Stone. And it made me consider the ways, again, that empire kills us. The ways that it exploits us in a system to give all of our best years. Oh, Melva, Jesus today. To give all of our best years to death-dealing systems, Jesus. Systems that required us to bell hook, sachet. Systems that required us to work in silos and in isolation. Systems that suggested only our best work could not come from a hive, but had to come from our isolation. Systems that promoted in us competition. Systems that promoted in us fear that someone would find out our ideas. And so we kept these things hidden in the crevices of our hearts, in the interior of our bodies, unable to share, unable to celebrate new findings out of fear. And now that over 319,000 Black women are out of work since the onset of this new administration, and as we learn that the brain trust is coming home, shout out to Mama Hazel Mack for this this reminding that we should know that some of us are coming home as a result of being prisoners of war. Some of us will come home wounded like those who were physically in war in the armed services and held as prisoners. We need to be deprogrammed because we spent so much time in the master's house. We spent so much time in the big house that we still carry their way of thinking, and we don't and may not realize that in our coming home, it requires a deprogramming. It requires the kind of deprogramming that releases us of the armor that we had to put on to survive without releasing the knowledge that will be needed for our community to thrive. My God. We will need to remember when we re-enter that we, each other, are not enemies. We will need to lay down the tools of the master that we use to get along, to climb up their social ladder, to attempt to break through their stained glass ceiling, and to be cloaked again with a hive mind. Like Shiphrah and Puah, then, we must fear. We must fear God more than Pharaoh. My goodness. We must remember our mission more than we remember empire's demands. So I ask you today, especially my sisters, what pharaohs have we followed, consciously or unconsciously? What voices have told us to kill our own vision, our own community, our own hope? If the midwives could resist Pharaoh, so can we. If the bees know their mission, so can we. So let's get into these 3 points real quick that Alfred has given me here from this phenomenal teaching. The queen shapes the hive, friends. If the queen is angry, then the hive is angry, he said. He said, if there's a lazy queen, and I was like, is there like a psychology of bees or something? If the queen is lazy, then the hive dies. Oh my. And really here, lazy is translated, if the queen does not remember the mission, then the hive dies. But if the queen is about her honey, the hive will thrive. How we treat black women is how we treat the hive. When black women are overlooked, the hive grows weak. When black women are centered, are resourced, are loved, the hive produces life. Can I get a witness? Point 2. The workers know the mission. The bees don't get confused because they have the queen's DNA. This is so good to me. Listen, the bees don't get confused because they have the queen's DNA. Likewise, the midwives didn't get confused. They remembered the mission. Protect life, defy death, serve God. Or in the words of the Wu, protect your neck. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing. Quit. Hey. And with all the euphemisms. FAFO. Got to be more careful. Protect your neck. 2, the bees don't get confused Because they have the queen's DNA, right? And I just want to tell somebody today, I want to remind you not to forget your mission. Our mission is not assimilation. Our mission is not liberation. Our mission is not this form of respectability. Our mission is radical self-determination. Our mission is not arguing online about things that they don't contribute to our well-being. It is not arguing online about folk who never cared about us, who didn't care about us in life and don't care about us in death. Our mission is not to waste our efforts. Our mission is radical self-determination. Our mission is not to go on these blind. I forgive everybody because everybody, that's not your mission. What is the mission? Finally, point 3. Bees don't just make honey. Did you know, it don't feel like it, but this what Alfred told me, that the bee sting carries medicine. Alfred said that their venom has been used to heal arthritis, to restore joints, and to bring relief. So you know what that means, y'all? That healing is in the hive. Ha! Healing is in the hive. Healing is in the hive. And Black women, our hive has always carried medicine. Ha. The moan of the spiritual, the laying on of hands, the pot of greens on the stove, the lullaby sung over a restless child, the protest shout in the street. Our healing has always been in the hive. And guess what, y'all? Our hive has always carried medicine. In The Secret Life of Bees, young Lily Owens stumbles into the home of 3 Black sisters, August, June, and May, keepers of bees and keepers of wisdom. And in that pink house, she learns what it means to belong, to heal, to remember. The bees taught her, but so did those women. They showed her what a thriving hive looks like when Black women remember the mission. Come on, Baba Omatosho. Healing is in the sting, so hurt carries the seed of transformation. Well, come on, Baba Omo. Well, wait a minute. Let me run this back. So what I hear you typing is, hold on, let me find it again. Where Baba Omo go? Dr. Daniel Black. Healing is in the sting, so hurt carries the seed of transformation. What I hear you typing, Baba, is not that God sends hurt. But brooding in your hurt yields nothing. But if you face the hurt, if you acknowledge the hurt, if you acknowledge the ouch that happens with the sting, that you can be transformed. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Let's close this up so we can get to the clearing. Ooh-wee. I mean, you could stay stung or you could transform. I mean, it's she. Baba, 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 you done took us down. You can stay stung, or bees don't just sweeten tea. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Black women's songs, again, our prayers, our herbs, our rituals carry the medicine. Like bees, our sting has a purpose. Our righteous anger can be medicine. Our sacred memory can be a salve. Our womanist witness can be a balm in Gilead. Ay. Beloved, imagine walking into a grocery store where there are no fruits or vegetables. According to Alfred, this is what happens without bees. That bees are the only beings, creation, that is able to pollinate on its own. And we need bees. I didn't know this. We need bees. Imagine a community with no vision, with no mission, with no memory. This is what happens when we silence Black women. So I want to charge you today. Don't forget the mission. I want to charge you to tend to the queen. I want to charge you to protect the hive and to cherish the workers and honor the sting. Bible says sometimes the point of a sting is to remind you of what you forgot you have. Yeah. Because like the bees, Black women have the power to save. I know that some of us are saying, Melva, I know, I am tired. My cape is in retirement. Oh, but it's the mission. And there is the way to do this with a hive mind. Remember, 98% of the bees that are in the hive are female bees. 98% of the bees in the hive are clones of the queen. So the queen got to be healthy. Come on in here, somebody. If the queen of the hive is not healthy, then the queen contaminates 98% of the bees. But if the queen is reminded of her mission, Baba Omo, if the queen knows the mission, if the queen remembers the potency of her medicine, then 98% of the hive remembers its medicine, because 98% of the hive have the DNA of the queens. So I asked Alfred, where the males? Where are they? Alfred says, once they procreate, pollinate, whatever it is that the bees do, once the bees do what the bees do, Alfred says that the males leave the hive. Really, he said the males are kicked out. He said, but the males gradually leave the hive because there is no more utility. Oh, my goodness. Their utility has reached its max when they pollinate or whatever it is they do with the female bee. And because the male knows its mission. Come on in here today. Because the male knows its mission, the male then releases itself from the hive, and Alfred said eventually dies. I said, oh my God, what a gruesome death. But Alfred says, but the male knows that's what it comes to do in the first place. So what do I want to say to the sisters, to the siblings, to everybody and anybody, that it is imperative that the person, that the queen, that the entity at the center of the hive is healthy and whole, lest it not infect or affect the mission of the 98%. Y'all, that if just 2% of Black men supported women, we'd reach the mission. And when we remember our mission, we will pollinate a future where healing and liberation flow like the sweetness of honey from the comb. So go forth, beloved, with the hum of sacred memory in your bones. Go forth carrying the mission of freedom in your DNA. And may the God who made the bees and the God who made the queens remind you that you were born to thrive, to heal, and to set the hive free. Ashe, Ashe, Asheo. Hey, 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 hey. We headed on over to the clearing. Ah. My. Yeah, that was good. It was good. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Let me just place again if you want to join us in the clearing. You can just use this link and join us over in the clearing. Just DM me if you're on Facebook. Let me know that you've joined and I will send you the link. If you are over here on YouTube, Ashe, and you join, you can simply email me at pinkroadchronicles@gmail.com and get this link, and you could come over and talk back to the text where we are every Sunday right after